Good morning, St. Paul's, and welcome to the brand new year. With everything that was absolutely awful being left behind in 2020, we can look forward to awesome events coming up. One of those includes the Tokyo Olympics, which is now scheduled for July. The organizing committee for the Olympics say that the event will have a simpler, more restrained approach, but it won't stop everyone from scoring all the points athletes make and letting all enjoy the fun. Speaking of stars, another great event coming up will be NASA landing its Perseverance rover on Mars this February 18th. The module will land at the site of an ancient river delta searching for special rock types that are known to preserve life over time to figure out Mars' past and possible life forms that used to live on Mars. The Perseverance rover will stay on Mars for a standard Mars year, which is 2 years on Earth. Now, combining a mixture of both celebrity and literal stars, this year Tom Cruise will be working on a narrative action film in outer space. With help from NASA and SpaceX, Tom Cruise's movie will be the first movie to be filmed in space. This is entirely real. NASA is reportedly excited to work with Tom Cruise in order to help inspire new engineers and scientists who watch the film. Despite there being no studio involved in the mix yet, it is confirmed that the early stages of the movie are in early production and close to liftoff. This has been GWN News. Have a wonderful brand new year, St. Paul's.
Currently in my life, I've been listening to a lot of music. Right now, the best band out of all of them I've been listening to is Cage the Elephant, at least in my opinion.
It actually released an album in 2009. And the album was actually called Cage the Elephant. If you've heard of Cage the Elephant, you've heard the song Ain't No Rest for the Wicked from the album Cage the Elephant. Now, if you need a little refresher, I'm going to have editor Nicholas handle that. I appreciate that, man. They released the album Thank You, Happy Birthday in 2011, and in 2013 they released the album Melophobia. It's a pretty good one in my opinion. My favorite album though was released in 2015. That one's called Tell Me I'm Pretty. In 2017, Unpeeled was released. And finally, Social Cues was let loose into the world with my favorite song, Ready to Let Go. On Metacritic.com, 21 people reviewed this band, and in total they gave it a score of 75. To wrap it up, I feel that Cage the Elephant is a great band that I can always listen to when driving around or just plugging my earbuds in. And for that reason, I give it a 9 out of 10. I definitely recommend you go check it out, and I also recommend you have a great day, St. Paul's.
A man from New York has filed a lawsuit against the makers of Hawaiian rolls because the rolls are not actually baked in Hawaii. Robert Galinsky is claiming that by not clearly displaying that the bread is made in California and not Hawaii, King's Hawaiian is committing fraud and using the name of Hawaii for monetary gain. Galinsky purchased a package of Hawaiian rolls and claimed to be outraged when he saw the words Hilo Hawaii written in large font in 2 places, while there is only a small note on the back saying that the rolls are baked in Torrance, California. In reality, the box says Hilo Hawaii because that is where they were first created by Robert Taira in the late 1950s. Sweetened bread rolls first came to Hawaii with Portuguese immigrant workers who used traditional Hawaiian ingredients like pineapples to sweeten their bread. The rolls remained popular, eventually reaching the form that Robert Taira popularized in Hilo Hawaii, hence the Hilo Hawaii message on the packaging. They became popular enough that King's Hawaiian moved their factory to Torrance, California, and in 1983 released the signature 12-pack that everyone recognizes today. You'd think the guy actually pressing the lawsuit would look all this up, right? Have a great day, St. Paul's.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Jade and Patty Conspiracy Theory Power Hour. So over the Christmas break, I was reading over John F. Kennedy's personal diary, and I found something worth mentioning. Some people won't believe it at first, but I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all. There is an alternate dimension that only a handful of people have ever crossed. In this alternate dimension, everyone is left-handed. The entrance to this dimension was closed off in late 1952 when the left-handies started to come into our dimension in mass numbers. There was a huge search for all the lefties. According to Kennedy's diary, all the world leaders came together to stop the left-handers. Most of them got caught and put back where they belong, but a few of the lefties were never caught. So they started to reproduce and mix into society. They have been accepted into our right-handedness cultures by now that there is no reason to extract them. There are many left-handed celebrities now, such as Tom Cruise, Sylvester Stallone, Will Ferrell, and Jennifer Lawrence. But be careful, St. Paul's, because they are still out there.
Alright, hello St. Paul's and welcome to Ryan's Speedrunning Corner. Today we'll be cooking the school ramen run. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar, the goal is to have a cup full of warm water and a cooked ramen within that's at least partially edible. Now, this run's going to take us all across campus, so I brought a visual aid that you can't see, but there we go. Alright, so we first start at Benilde Hall, then we run all the way over into Sarge's Snack Shack and grab a pack of ramen for 50 cents. Then we return to Benilde and spend another 50 cents to get a hot cup of water from PJ's. After that, we drop it there and do what's called a cook skip, where we cook it ahead of time. We rush down to the cafeteria, grab a fork, and run back. And by the time we get back, it should be done cooking, so we can start mixing in the seasoning, and it should go great. So, now before we actually start the run, I want to do a quick disclaimer. Just don't do this. It's not a great idea. Alright, let's get started. Alright, the first stop is going to be Sarge's Snack Shack.
Come on, Ryan.
Okay, mission accomplished. Now let's get to PJ's.
The battery of the camera depends on it.
This is the most crucial part of the run. This is the easiest second. You lose a lot of time, you gain a lot of time. The point is, you have to. There's like a 50% chance we have fans.
Oh, okay. It looks like I forgot that PJ's is closed today. No, don't worry. We can fix this. Okay. So I brought a thermos, just in case, that has a cup of water that's somewhat lukewarm. The plan is, we're just going to set that in the sun, then we're going to put the ramen that we already got into it, and then we can go to counseling afterwards and microwave it in our microwave if they allow us to use the thermos. No, your run's falling apart. Okay, so we got this. Alright. Yeah, that looks okay. Let's go get the fork. We gotta go fast though, because I don't know how much battery you have on the camera.
He's doing a speed run.
Alright, so let's check in. It doesn't seem that cooked. Yeah. Alright, let's go to counseling.
Now, the thing is, I've never used the microwave with a thermos, so do we do it with the can, like, the top off?
I don't know, but we need to hurry up.
Okay, let's go.
Because we're running out of time. Ryan, the run comes down to this. He's doing a speed run.
This is okay to put in the microwave?
I think so, yes.
No, we can't. Yeah.
Well, we don't have another cup, so
What do you gotta say, Ryan?
let's go back to the table.
Okay, so that's a bust. let's just see where it's at and try to salvage this.
Moment of truth.
Now, will you make sure that each noodle is separated?
Looks pretty not solid, Ryan.
Oh, no, that looks... Oh, that weird in between.
Take the bite.
Alright. Ready to stop the clock?
The microwave could have done this in like a third of the time.
You're not allowed to put this in the microwave.
Yeah, it's a thermos.
Alright, ready?
Alright, take the bite, Ryan.
Well, the run took overall about 14 minutes and 7 seconds, and we messed up almost every 2 minutes, so safe to say that this run will be very, very good. Usually I'd give a rating of the run as a whole, but I don't think that's really important now. Now we just have to ask the really big questions, which are, was this worth all the effort that I put into making? No, it wasn't. It's 3 out of 10.
Oh. Yeah. Amy's alright.